Hey everybody, welcome. It's Monday night. That means we are playing Curse of the Crimson Throne, a Paizo Pathfinder adventure, but we are using the 5th edition D&D rules. If you want to hear how the heck that happened, there's an after stream that will happen right after this one, or if you're catching this later, you can find it in the playlist right next to this one. Anyway, thank you as always, Sirenscape, for the amazing atmosphere and music. You've just got to be using it at your gaming table. If you want to support this content, you could support us on Patreon. You could slip over to DM's Guild and maybe buy something over there. We're Rethink Gaming in both places. All right, last time we went into the meat shop. We got the special cuts and were confused about what that was all about. It was probably people. And we arrested a dude, took his magic dagger, and are headed back to the guardhouse. Did I miss anything?
No?
Covers it.
We did decide as a group we're going to return the guy to the queen, right?
I think so, yeah.
That's where I fell off. The Wi-Fi died on me. So we're going to take him back to the queen? Or did we want to go the other route where we stick him in a safe house?
Well, we lied to him and said we were going to take him to a safe house, and the idea is now that he's bound and gagged, he's going wherever the heck we want him to go. So the question was, as a group, do we want to serve this queen, which we had indications really was a usurper who killed her husband? At the same time, if we choose that path, we're serving that queen for better or worse. This is called the Crimson Throne.
If we find out she's evil later, can we still turn on her?
You can do it. We can do whatever we want.
Yeah, that's country.
This is an out of character conversation. We're able to do whatever the hell we want. But before we as a group decide that we're going to follow this queen blindly because it was the first mission that was dangled in front of our nose, we have to question, as a group, what do we want to do here? Do we want to just follow them, or do we want to maybe try and get one of our asses into that throne?
Overthrow the bourgeoisie?
Or become bourgeois. We can become it.
I think King Rumble sounds pretty badass, and Phil would love to be the hand of the king.
Oh, that sounds so glorious.
King Blunt Brannigan just rolls off the tongue, right?
You guys can murder each other, and Phil will be all of your hands. I don't really care. I just want to be the hand of the kings. That's plural.
We can all be the king.
Do we want to make that the group name? Hand of the Kings?
Hand of the Kings.
I mean, you not want to say that out loud when there's a queen on the stage.
We could just say a bag full of royal hands.
I do have a handy dandy hand in my bag for our mascot.
Our group is the Royal Hands.
The Royal Hands. I like that one.
I like that. Anyone have animate dead on the hand?
I will.
There we go.
But what we're gonna
an honest day's wage in your life, Queen's man? Me brother had his arm crushed by a bear on the docks when he was younger than you. Never raised a mug of ale with that wrist again. Want to know what it feels like?
Hey, lady, we're having a conversation here.
I want to get behind Bishop. I don't want any more people accosting me.
Victor, what? Stop fighting behind me. Stop.
In front of me. In front of me. You're a big robot. Just in front of me.
Whoa, sir. So, whoa.
Oh, no.
Big.
I am so lagged behind you guys, apparently.
How tall is
Bishop?
Yeah, Bishop. Sorry.
6'8" or 6'10", if I remember.
He's a foot taller than me. I'm 5'10". Right in front, Bishop.
Alrighty, so as you are making your way back through the streets, you come into a riot in progress. You can see a noble standing up on a stage in the town square, in one of the many squares. He's surrounded by rioters who seem intent to give him a little payback based on what they're saying. They're going to kill themselves a dandy. Got nothing to do with you guys, but what would you like to do?
I want to listen to what they're saying. What did this man do?
Yeah, why are they mad at this dude?
So the woman's voice said, "Bet you never worked an honest day's wage in your life, Queensman? My brother had his arm crushed by a barrel on the docks when he was younger than you. Never raised a mug of ale with that wrist again. Want to know what it feels like?"
Okay. Okay.
So, guys, we could bring this guy with us back to the Queen, and that's another feather in our cap. If that's the Queen's man, this is going to get us right by her side.
We know anything
So
about
you're
this
wanting
guy
us to
already.
help this guy, Phil?
We know he's a noble.
Yeah.
We know he's
Is
a
he-
noble. He's the Queen's man. I say we bring him with us if we're in service of the Queen. This is definitely going to get us more points.
Yeah. Some brownie points are good for us. How do we want to handle getting them away from these rioters? Do we want to?
I can handle this.
Do we want to murder all of the rioters, or do we want to try to maybe appease them, not leave a bunch of dead bodies in the street?
I don't think we give them an option. I think we tell them he's coming with us, and if they know it's good for them, they'll stand down. And if they don't stand down, we'll make them stand down.
I want to use my celebrity status.
I like that.
Since
Okay.
my background is celebrity adventure, I want to see if I can persuade the crowd.
Can I
That's
help
smart.
him with flexing?
Yeah, you want to go flex a little bit at them?
We're gonna do the combo. We're gonna do the Blunt Brannigan and
The
Rumble. Two celebrities are about to approach the crowd.
Quick thing before everybody splits off. We need to have 2 hands on this guy at all times. Do not let Barrick off. Do not let go of this person. 2 hands. 2 people. Who wants to hold Barrick? I can help
Right.
hold Barrick from here.
Well, I need both hands to use my bow.
I only need one to do Eldritch Blast, and I can do it from right here. I will
I can
hold on
hold
to
him.
him. Somebody else can hold him.
I'm very
we'll
weak.
get the legs.
Perfect.
Okay, I can help convince if we need to.
All right, Blanche, you're up.
Hit it.
All right, let's go, Rumble. So we move on up. I say.
Do that again.
Okay. I move on up. I say,
Alright.
citizens, I need you to disperse. I'll take care of this with Rumble.
Flexing the oil on me.
You're not even near me. You gotta come
Rumble,
over here.
you
and
gotta walk
flex.
up.
You gotta walk up. You're flexing in the background.
There you go.
All
right.
right. With Rumble.
There it is. Okay, good.
I hope they know who we are.
Let's find out. What do you want to do? Performance or persuasion? Since you're a celebrity. And you can do it at advantage because you've got Flexi behind you.
Right. Let's see. My performance is +5. My persuasion is +5. So either or. I'll do performance since we're putting on a show.
Oh, and I think you got Bardic Inspiration on top of that now.
Yeah, he does.
Hey.
And add a d6.
29 then.
Well, it wouldn't be.
I mean, I'd
Save.
save it. I don't think we need that high of a roll.
You would have to roll a d6, is what he's saying.
No. Well, can we save it? Or is it too late?
You have to decide now whether to use it. You don't have to use it.
I don't want to use it.
All right.
Like if
Did
Are
cartwheels
you
back
trying-
there? What's going on?
Try to do a little flip.
That was Rumble not slipping on his oil.
Oh no, I should have done performance, right?
No, you're good. You helped, so Blunt rolled with advantage. All right. So they turn to face you and say, always just giving him what he deserves.
That's okay. You're allowed to yell at him, but you can't hurt him. Leave the herd to rumble.
The noble looks nervously to and fro. He's looking to see if he can run away.
We'll take care of this man. You citizenry go home. I approach Eamon Gelento.
They move back out of your way. All right. Eamon's got a saber in his hand, but you can tell by the way he's holding it, he's probably not very good using it.
Okay. I want to roll another persuasion to give a very obvious telltale sign that I don't intend to hurt him.
Okay. He
Like a wink.
sort of gingerly, sort of nimbly steps behind you and starts moving toward your friends.
Do not worry, citizens. I'll take it from here. Go home and kiss your wives. Or husbands. Alright, let's go.
We don't discriminate here.
Very inclusive. Love it. Blunt Brannigan.
Champion
Okay.
of
Champion of the people.
everything.
Champion of the people.
And what'd you do to piss these people off?
Got swept up in the riot. Took a wrong turn. Bad part of town this is.
Do you need escort back to the castle? We're on our way to see the lady herself.
That would be marvelous. Here, young man. Take my ring. He puts a gold signet ring into Blunt's hand.
Thank you. I put it in the party sheet or in my pocket or however you want.
I threw it in your inventory.
Okay. Sweet.
Scurry him along to the castle, I guess?
Yeah, let's go to the castle.
Off to the castle.
We're off to see the evil queen. I mean, she's not that bad.
Anyone who gives us money can't be that bad.
Right?
Because her husband
Money
died
or
of
things.
goals, really.
Oh, hello.
All right, so you head back to Citadel Volshyak. Volshyanek. God, that word is irritable to me. We're going to have a contest. I should actually reach out to Matt Mercer to get this, but... Volshyak?
Bolshinek.
Bolshevik.
Wushnik.
All right, well, that's where you're going, because that's the captain of the guard's place. There is a fair amount of unrest going on, and so you do, to avoid further conflicts, need to take an alley here or there as opposed to the main streets. Some buildings on fire. There's some people out doing shenanigans. But you arrive at the castle without further incident. The guard recognize Varric right away. They cheer and greet you heartily. You bring him in. Rosetta is very happy and gives you the 500 gold she promised.
Nice.
Good stuff.
Did you say anything about us bringing back her friend?
her friend.
The noble. But I mean, I guess the noble would be more friendly with the queen.
Yeah, she doesn't know Amun, but she's glad that you're doing the city's work.
Doesn't know Amun.
Doesn't know Amun.
Noble's a nobody.
Well, there's a lot of nobles.
Oh, okay.
Very pleased to see that you brought him back alive, she says. I knew we were right to put our faith in your hands.
All hands are happy to please. Do you have further use of us? There seems to be a lot going on.
Actually, I do. There's a gentleman coming by in the morning, and I'd like you to accompany him for a brief walk. I've got to deal with some rioters tonight, but first thing, tomorrow?
We'll accompany him for a walk.
I'll explain further. Thank you again.
I do like some walks. Oh, sorry.
Thank you again, heroes.
Our pleasure to serve, milady.
She puts her helmet on and heads out into the street.
There sure is a lot of riots.
So we're looking at, I don't know, it's like midday, like 1, 2 p.m., something like that. I think that's right from last time.
We're off duty. We get to play hooky. We're free for the day.
You're free for the day. What would you like to do?
Let's get drunk.
Let's go riot. Seems to be the thing to do.
Yeah, there's been a lot of riots in this city. Let's go join one.
Let's
Just
find
for,
a
just for
bar
fun.
with beer, music, women, and sheep.
Okay.
Phil's a sadder. That stuff's okay.
It's, yeah, easily done. How much do you guys want to spend on your carousing? Go ahead and debit yourselves whatever you want to enjoy.
So, Bob, does this work like the more we spend, the more epic of a night of partying you'll tell us about?
Sure.
I want to spend 15 gold, but I also want to put 10 gold into the poorest person's pocket without them noticing again.
So that's a total of 25, or is that out of
Yeah,
50?
total of 25. Take a penny, leave a penny. It's gonna pay off.
Okay.
Phil's partying for 54 gold.
Whoa.
Jeez. I thought I was starting off big.
Specifically 54.
Well, it gives me a round number left.
Okay. So between Victor and Phil bankrolling everybody's and well into the night, you start off at the Wicked Carrot, drink far more ale and wine than you ought to be able to. Of course, Phil's a satyr, so that's saying a lot. And then decide that you have gotten yourselves far too drunk for this earlier in the day, so you then head over to eat. The best pelican serves up a king's feast of.
How much pelican is in it?
There's no pelican. The best pelican.
Oh,
Sorry.
man.
This is just as bad as that bees and apples place.
They do serve an entire turkey though.
Applebee's. They don't have apples and bees.
Then there's no bees in the apples. There's
An outrage.
a huge selection of seafood, and they basically bring as much as you can possibly eat, and then they bring you a little bit more. You start to sober up a little bit, and so head over to the Naughty Jellyfish, which is an inn, and there's drink and hookah smoke, and the entire place sort of leaves you feeling a nice, warm, fuzzy, dull ringing between your ears. By the time you come out of there, it's 2 or 3 in the morning, and you are going to probably need to get some kind of rest before your day tomorrow.
Pretty hard party. I like it.
Y'all,
No?
where are we bunking up at, y'all? It just occurs to me that we don't own any property.
We don't own any property, but we're going back to the barracks as it stands now, where we were before, or we can attempt to see if we can go back to that one dead lady shop.
I feel like she's not using it. We can go there.
That lady's shop was cozy.
There were a lot of chairs. We have some of them in our bag, but we can have the whole set now.
I feel
Okay,
like the dead lady's place was supposed to be a one-off.
that's all good. So you wind up back at the harrow reading shop. Someone had broken in during the riots, but there was nothing to steal. So it seems, other than the broken door, pretty much the same as it was.
Who has mending to fix this door?
I don't know if anybody does.
Can Rumble just stand in it and be our door?
You're going to stay up all night, Rumble?
Hell no. Gotta go sleep. This
Wait.
is-
I want to in my drunken state cast disguise self and flex it Rumble a little bit. 'Cause I want an excuse to use my wild magic die, and no,
Okay, go ahead.
it didn't. I just did. I'm
You did. Okay,
rolled a
plus
6. I wanted to explode and die. Honestly,
Okay.
my main
Jesus.
goal.
Suicidal social.
You want to take us all?
Maybe turn into a
Alright.
potted plant.
So, because of the overindulgence and the extreme nutritional load, I will go ahead and let you take a long rest in the abbreviated amount of time. Click at the button.
Yay.
Eric is not party anymore.
Shots.
Amin is not in your party anymore. All right. So it's later in the morning than you had intended, but woke up slightly hungover. What would you like to do?
What time are we supposed to meet?
You just said in the morning.
All right, guys, time to go to work.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Sounds like it's work
I'm gonna
time.
give that goat cab fare and send her on her way.
Let's go get this bread.
Wait, cab fare? Oh, the goat. Sorry. Okay.
Huh?
Nothing. All right. So the following day, you make your way back over to the Citadel and into Cressida's office. However, this time she's not alone. There's a dashing man sitting in one of the chairs in her office. As soon as he sees Andriel enter the room, he grins. I don't know how to explain it. He pours on the charm as best he can, stands up, pulls the chair out from her, and says, please, sit down. Cressida says, come in. I assume you
I'm
guys
sorry,
shuffle
did you-
into the office.
Yep.
Did
We'll
you
go into
say
the
that
office.
to me?
Yes, he offers you his chair.
To me.
To you, yes.
Okay. Well, I take the chair. And I say thank you. He looks like he knows me.
No. I don't believe you've ever met.
Ooh, Angela, you got an admirer.
He does have a nice mustache.
I'm sorry. I'm having trouble hearing tonight on my connection. So, does he look like he knows me?
No, he doesn't seem to recognize you.
Okay.
He's just a nice man.
If anyone would like to make a history check, you could see if you recognize him. He's famous enough to appear on that.
Sure.
So what do we need to roll?
History, if you want to.
History.
History.
Historia.
All right, Norbert's got in.
I just assume he's a gentleman and letting me sit down.
His picture makes him look very surprised.
Yeah,
Right?
He does look a little surprised.
Like maybe he's peed himself a little bit.
Or he's just enamored by her beauty.
So Norbert's 15 recognizes him as one of Corvos's most respected and renowned teachers of the honorable arts of fencing and swordplay.
That's cool.
Oh, this is a history swordplay and fencing teacher. He's very well known. I watch him on the fantasy TV.
Fantasy tube.
Fantasy tube.
I sit on my couch at night with my hand distractedly down my pants watching TV when he's on late at night.
Do not Google.
Not specifically him, but TV in general.
Actually, wait a minute. That's the wrong guy on here.
Oh.
No.
No wonder he's so surprised.
Right?
Yeah, he was.
He's like, oh no, I'm not supposed to be
yet.
here.
How awkward. That poor man.
This is what he looks like now.
So embarrassing.
Who the hell is this guy? And why is his picture here?
The nose job.
Man, if I had put up the wrong picture, I'd be so embarrassed right now.
Would you look like Darvain Ampre?
Probably.
I don't have any idea.
Reaction to Bob.
You know what? We're going with it. That's what he looks like. I don't know who this guy is, but whatever.
This is him now.
He
Oh,
looks
yeah.
like you found his porn.
You did. That's the adventure. You win. All right. So Cressida says, "Let me introduce Vencarlo Orsini. He and I have worked together many years. He's a critic of the city, often outspoken at times, but always a valued friend and advisor." He bows graciously at the compliment. "I've heard much about your success," he says, turning to the groups. "You brought your man in alive."
That we did.
"Well, if Corvosa had more fine folk like you, we'd already be out of this mess."
Which mess would that be?
"The recent troubles."
Can you be more specific?
"Well, the riots, the unrest. Surely you've seen it."
Preoccupied.
Maybe once or twice.
What's their main complaint? What is this about?
"It's about the legitimacy of the Queen's rule." Corvosa is no stranger to changing rulers. They say the Crimson Throne is cursed. You cannot die of old age while you sit upon it.
Do have a rather short term, don't they? How do you come to sit in the court?
How do I sit in the court?
Have you been training the nobles?
I have, yes. I see my reputation precedes me.
Apparently, our friend Norbert's a little bit of a fanboy.
I like your swords.
I assume you've met one of my favorite pupils, Sabina?
I believe we did.
His eyes grow sad for a moment. He smiles. She found her true calling. I just hope it's something that deserves her attention. But I can tell that you are in no need of training. Skilled adventurers such as yourselves, we are quite fortunate to have you here.
So we were here to do a walk. I'm guessing you are the man that we're walking with?
Gracetta smiles. Yes, as nice as this conversation has been, I fear we just don't have time. Bencarlo has learned something that could degrade into sanctions, embargoes, or even war against Cheliax if we don't act now. This problem is a man named Darvain, an ambassador from Cheliax whose disdain for Korvosa is well documented. Though he's taken great pleasure in what our city has to offer, even before this recent unrest, this man was ready to recommend to his government a sanction on trade, or perhaps even an embargo. Bencarlo has learned through his considerable sources that Ambassador Ampri's actual goals are to undermine Korvosa's economy to the point where he can buy up large portions of the city from desperate landowners. He plans to establish himself in a position of power here before advising the end of the sanctions with his allies in Cheliax. We can't let his bias or personal plans hurt Korvosa, yet neither can we take drastic action. Not only would killing him be wrong, but it would simply martyr him in Cheliax's eyes. Fortunately, the ambassador has his foibles. Again, Bencarlo has learned that Ambassador Ampre has been making fairly regular visits to a place in Old Korvosa called Eel's End. This den of vice is run by a dangerous man named Devargo Barvazi, better known in Korvosa's alleys as King of Spiders. I'd love to put Darvargo out of business, but he pays his vice taxes regularly and never causes any problems. In fact, since he keeps his business constrained entirely within the 5 ships moored at Eel's End, he's actually the least of my worries. Truth be told, I can't decide whether Darvargo is a sturge or a kraken. He seems like a blood-sucking pest most days, but sometimes I just fear how far his tentacles have wormed their way into our great city. In this case, though, his insidious web stretching across Korvosa's underworld might be to our advantage. Darvargo would never let go of someone he recognizes as an ally, and he would never let a guard into Eel's End, but your group is a different case. I'd like you to pay a visit to Eel's End and secure an audience with Darvargo. Find out what he knows about Ampre. Get proof of any illicit goings on and the ambassador might be involved with, and bring that to me. I can use it to undermine any forthcoming attempts to get Cheliax to cut us off. Darvargo might not be willing to part with this information easily. I'll supply you with some gold to bribe him. You can keep whatever's left over for yourself. Remember, Darvargo is dangerous, but so are you. If things get violent, I wouldn't mourn his passing. She passes over a small leather bag which chinks with coins.
I want to inspect the bag. How much gold is in there?
1,000 gold pieces.
Yep.
Neat.
Who's got high perception and would notice if this gets stolen off them?
I mean, I have a +4, but
Bishop, hold the money, please.
Bag.
Oh God.
That thing's never going anywhere. We're all paying attention to it.
Okay, good.
I love my bag. My bag is my new purpose in life ever since I've started holding it.
This is my bag. There are many like it, but this one is mine.
There's inside of the bag to hold on to the money specifically. An extra layer of protection.
Without my bag, I am useless. Without me, my bag is useless.
That's a pretty cool bag. I could die in this bag and still keep bagging.
It's a lot of baggage to carry around.
Bob, how do I spell the emissary's name?
You mean Vencarlo?
You taking
Yeah.
notes?
He
Yeah,
is.
in the people section.
You talking
Nice.
about the famous
And they're good.
fencer?
Legit. We appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Oh, see, I can't spell worth a damn. That is not how I thought that was spelled.
Bradley, you went to Read Good School and
I
Spell
did.
Good School.
Spell good school and doctor school, and I can't do either.
One day we'll get there.
No, we can't kill the ambassador.
Oh,
Jesus Christ. Jesus. Let's Google how to spell that now.
I mean, you can't make it look like we killed him.
Correct.
Not that I would have killed anyone. Killing is wrong.
You want to kill somebody, kill the spiders guy. He got the okay to kill him.
Okay, so we were talking to Ven Carlo, and he's sending us after Darvain through DeVargo. Is that right?
Yes, DeVargo may have dirt on Darvain.
Just out of curiosity, would any of our thieving members possibly already know DeVargo? Wouldn't that be like Thieves' Cant stuff?
Yeah.
Good question. Have I run across him in the past?
Yes, you know him well. He is in fact imbued with some sort of strange spider-related powers. Sits on a throne of spiders, and is generally someone never to be messed with. He'll kill you all by himself.
And my relationship with him in the past, has it been contentious or has it been pretty good?
It's been okay. Eel's End is a rough spot, and you wouldn't really willingly go back there, certainly not alone. But in general, you've done work successfully for him before, and have a decently neutral reputation.
And what about his relationship with Blunt? Has Blunt been around him before?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay.
Quick question on this King of Spiders. Are there any people in the city that would pay pay for high quality photos of him? Pictures of this Spider-Man?
I don't think so.
Yeah, any news agencies that would demand photos of said Spider-Man?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Different Spider-Man.
Different. All right.
no.
We have to check.
Yeah.
It took me a second.
He's very popular here.
That one guy that's just obsessed really wants a photo.
Well, something happened recently, and everybody seemed to forget who he was. So.
Does anybody here have spider climb?
Spider-Man?
Spider Pig?
You'll probably throw someone. Anyone a dwarf? Really
I
light
had a
dwarf?
druid who spent a lot of time as a spider last season.
Yeah, that would...
All right, so Vencarlo bows graciously. Allow me to show you the way.
We follow.
Eel's End will be reasonably quiet this time of day. you'll need to be polite. So, if you wanted to wait and come back in the evening, it'll be bumper to bumper. Wall to wall people.
What do you recommend?
Sometimes the indirect approach is better. It depends. Recidus Gold probably will get you quite far with him if you've got a golden tongue.
Golden tongue, you say?
What do you say, gang? I think
Well,
I
we
can talk to
probably
this man.
yeah, and we would probably have a better chance of speaking with him alone before all the crowds get there.
Say we pay for a reservation.
So tell me, what of your adventures so far? Rosetta speaks highly of you, but I'd like to hear the tale myself.
Rumble, you're up.
Huh? No. Phil got this, right, buddy? Wait, what was that?
I've seen you fighting in the square.
Oh yeah. Sorry about that. I was daydreaming again about my next victory. I got this really cool match. I got some ideas. Yeah. Would you like an autograph?
Maybe later.
Okay. Well, you know where to find me.
Surely you've seen Rumble before. And of course, you've seen Blunt as well. Is Blunt not flexing again?
Blunt doesn't know how to flex. He just.
I'm just being modest. But let me tell you, and I'll do it quick. Blunt tells the entire story with extra details, taking an hour of everyone's time. Any enemies we fought were multiplied by 5. Anyone that was saved was multiplied by 10. And there was probably a pirate or two thrown into the dogfight.
Don't forget the part where we exploded somebody.
As he's wrapping up, Phil nudges her awake.
He listens intently. He participates in the conversation, asks clarifying questions and stuff. He's definitely checking you out. Vetting you. Well, eventually he leads you.
Are we walking with him while he?
Yes.
Okay, I'd like to do an insight check on him to see, why he's wanting to know so much information about us.
Okay, go ahead. He seems like a genuinely interested fan.
Okay.
Makes it all the better. I want to know if he truly believes 100% of the story, or if he knows that I fudged some of the fights.
He seems to believe it.
Excellent.
Well, you eventually cross the Narrows, enter Old Corvosa, and Ben Carlo says, "You'll find it on the east end of the pier, after the last bridge." Gives a swift bow, spins on a heel, and is gone.
Does he like straight bolt for it, or does he just like power walk?
Neither. He sort of glides. He's very graceful.
Feel kind of guilty. Could have gave him an autograph. But I didn't have any parchment.
So is it pretty quiet here? We're on a dock, right?
Yes.
Is it pretty quiet around here?
It is. There are several lanterns in the shape of spiders hanging from pilings and lampposts. There are some people sleeping it off in the streets on the end of the pier, as promised. 70-foot long pier. The last 30 foot are widened into a large square platform on the water. There's a ship and 4 smaller vessels.
Ooh.
Are there any guards or anything like that? It's daytime, right?
It is daytime.
Hey, Bob, Riley's having some issues. Can you get me Riley's character?
Yes. All right, it's cleared.
Okay. All right, cool. I got it.
Sorry, y'all. My internet crapped out again. I'm gonna get a different one tonight.
No worries.
Oh, good.
It's a night for difficulties.
That's what we get for doing this on Monday.
It's the blood moon. Crazy at work and crazy everywhere.
So, Bob, were there any guards leading to the main ship or even on the smaller ships?
Yeah, there are 4 guards that greet you on the pier if you approach.
Have they noticed us before we approach? Can we tell? We're just kind of wandering around.
If you haven't approached, they haven't noticed you.
Is there only one way on to the boat?
There is. Here, I'll put
So
it
for the boat, is there like just the ramp going into it, right?
Yeah, these are all ships out on a pier.
Okay. Hmm.
And yeah, they're standing around.
Well, do you guys want to just go in there and announce that we want to meet with him? Or do we need to come in with some other explanation of why we're where we're approaching?
Well, the meeting is what we need, and we can do it with coin, or we can try to charm our way in there with either Phil or Blunt.
Or I know him,
True.
so
True.
so we could go in and does he normally act as like a part of the thieves guild? Would he have reason to want to hire me to do anything?
He is separate from the Thieves Guild. He pays his own vice tax direct to the.
Okay. So what would my previous contact been with him then?
He does occasionally task things to people. He usually then tries to recruit them for his gang.
Okay.
Well,
And
that's what I
had
was,
he
that's what I was
had
going to say, Angel. We could suggest that the royal hand, now standing by the queen's side, could be useful to him, and see if we can weasel what we need out of him about the ambassador. Get the information we need, and possibly make a friend.
That's a good idea. Okay, let's do that.
All right, so I skipped the description here. So these are elegantly painted barges moored to this long pier. Large signs painted in several languages are nailed to pilings and hang from ropes slung between the barges. The closest barge to the east bears a sign that says the Twin Tigers. Take the tiger by the tail and try your luck. Opposite that, to the west, a boat sign says, Welcome to the Golden Hawk. No safer stay in Old Corvosa. Further southeast is Dragon's Breath Corridor. Dream the dragon's dreams at affordable prices. While opposite that is House of Clouds. The caress of our lovelies will take you straight to heaven. Only the largest vessel, an old warship to the south, bears no signage at all. Short rope bridges and gangplanks provide access to the decks of these ships from the pier and from the decks of the other ships.
Is there a guard on the way to the old warship?
There are 4 leather-clad gentlemen standing watch on the pier.
Okay, well, I would like to approach them
Okay.
and go up to the one who looks like he's in charge
Yeah.
and say, hello, my name is Andrea Luthien, and I'm here to see DeVargo Barbassi.
He's not taking visitors right now. Bring your coin.
Well, I'm a friend of his, so I'm sure he would want to speak with me. Could you please see if he would be available to talk with us?
I'm sure he's not even awake. I ain't waking him.
I slip him a gold coin. Are you sure he isn't awake?
Check. You wait. You can move. I didn't mean to lock it.
I assume this is the guy I'm talking to, End Enforcer 3.
Yeah. So he heads under the big ship and toward the back. A couple minutes later, he comes out and says, he's busy right now, but you can wait your turn if you'd like.
And how long of a wait will it be?
Evaluating new recruits. He says you can go on back.
Thank you. I also have my compatriots here, and I waved them over to me to come.
I wave at the doorman.
I say thank you kindly. If you could lead me to him, I'd appreciate it.
Alrighty. They point toward the back of the ship.
Oh, you're just going to let us go without an escort?
Be my guest. Gestures back.
Well, thank you. So I come over here.
Too kind.
Can we go down?
Yes. If you follow the stairs and head toward the back of the ship, there's a little thing there. Way on the right.
Like this way?
Yeah, the map moves up a little. Zoom out, you'll see.
Okay.
Come in, Rumble.
He's shy.
What are you wanting to be down there as well?
I do. I made it. Eel's End.
You're there.
I don't see my character anymore.
You're probably buried under.
Blends on top of me.
I'm trying to move, but then it said captain's cabin. There you go.
Alrighty.
I approach him and I say, DeVargo, my friend, it's good to see you.
This large room, once a captain's cabin, has been converted into a throne room of sorts. The walls are thick with spider webs, in which scuttle dozens of spiders, some as large as a fist, but most considerably smaller. These spiders seem content to stay in their webs and do not venture into the room itself, which is furnished with 2 sturdy oaken tables surrounded by chairs. Aft, a wooden stage supports a large leather chair covered with cobwebs and scampering spiders. A narrow door stands to port, hanging ajar and revealing a flight of stairs leading. An iron bird cage hangs from the ceiling like a chandelier. DeVargo looks up and says, "Ah, have you come to join as well?"
No, I've not come as a recruit. I came to provide a proposition to you.
In the middle of some business at the moment, so if you'll just step aside.
Well, I think this would be very advantageous to you. I think you would be very interested in what I have to say.
All the more reason to let me depart this business that I've already started. Step aside or leave.
Blunt
Okay, I
takes
don't.
a seat.
I'll go sit down. Do you know how long this is going to take?
He looks annoyed. You're in my
Andriel by the
house.
wrist and pulls her over to a nice seat. Says, "There, don't worry. We can be patient."
All right. And I go take a seat.
Don't let Rumble get too close to those chairs.
Phil sends a message to Andriel that says, "King of Spiders has a short patience, doesn't he?"
Really? We'll be patient.
All right, so over the next several minutes, he has these enforcers come forward one at a time. He asks them a series of questions, tests them in combat, or deliberately cuts their hand to see how they deal with the pain. Just a general cruel sort of hazing / mental torture that he puts each one through, trying to determine whether they're worthy of being thugs for him. He also occasionally jabs the purple house dragon in the bird cage behind him. He's got these spiked gauntlets. He just stabs at it, trying to skewer it, but it dodges quickly out of the way, and he laughs.
Sounds like a mean guy.
He doesn't go through all 6 before he gets bored and says, "All right, you've been patient enough. What is it that DeVargo can do for you?"
Well, DeVargo, we have need of some information from you. We have been sent as emissaries of the Queen. And I believe that an alliance with us would be beneficial to you, since we have the favor of the Queen at this point in time. So we'd like to ask for some information from you.
I don't do Queen.
She would be a very good ally for you.
I don't think you understand who you're talking to. But what is it that
DeVargo.
you want? Perhaps some other
DeVar-
arrangement can be made.
DeVargo, you're the king of spiders, right?
A spider skitters across his face, up his nose, and over his scalp.
And Scout, one of the advantages of spiders is that they can go so many places and see so many things, right?
Go on.
When there's a lot of feet, it's harder for a spider to get close, like inside a castle, right? And when you have a group of talented individuals who happen to be inside the castle, but also have purchasable loyalties, that's very advantageous, right? So, what my friend is trying to say in a kinder manner is we're available, we're here, but you know something that we need to know.
Information is a valuable commodity.
Well, a trade perhaps?
What is it that you want?
You have a friend or a client. Darvain? Andre? You know them.
Darvain, yes.
You're talking of the ambassador. No friend of
Yes.
mine. He's also not here.
But he does tend to be, doesn't he?
He's a reasonable source of income for my establishment.
Ensure us when he's here there's a peephole.
It's true,
Yeah.
I've got dirt on him.
Well, that's what we're seeking. We're seeking any kind of information you can provide to us about him.
Ah. Well, we probably can make a deal.
What did you have in mind?
As I said, my leverage over this man is a source of income. You replace that income, I could let you have it.
How much are you talking?
Well, that just depends on who I'm dealing with. Impress me. You have an opportunity here to make a check. Anything you can reasonably come up with can modify it.
How close is he to me?
5 feet.
Does anybody want to assist me with performance?
Of
And I can
course.
put Bardic Inspiration on it. I'm already +6.
Phil, tell me what you need me to do, bud.
Just say you're assisting.
I'm assisting because I help Phil out.
Do you guys want me to go at a +6 performance with advantage? Does that sound good?
Sure, what are you going to do?
He wants to be impressed. I'm a bard. I'm going to impress him. Let's see after I roll.
Hey, Bob, while he's doing that, can I have Victor back?
Yes.
Been listening the whole time. I didn't miss anything.
You sound so sad, Riley.
I am. I love Monday Night D&D, and I'm pissed about my internet.
So with an 18, Phil, assisted by Norbert and Rumble, puts on a display of chairs, where Phil juggles them both off of his chin, feet, elbows, and hands, and horns. At different points in time, Rumble pulls them out of the air and breaks them in different glorious ways, while Norbert continuously oils him.
Bob, what?
That's a good spectacular.
How well
While-
do I oil him?
It was
While
an
they're
18. That's good lube.
While they're distracting him, I'd like to use sleight of hand to pick his pocket.
Don't do it. Too many
You
people.
want to pick the bucket?
No,
my
I'm,
God.
I'm doing this as a show of impressing him because he's a thief. So I want to show him my thief skills and that I could be advantageous to him.
Rumble has a 23.
Oh my God.
Okay, go ahead with the sleight of hand.
Oh shit!
I'm oiling very poorly.
Whew.
What does Andriel get from Homeboy? It's a very old condom.
Handful of spiders.
A handful of the web.
Yeah, how do you not get bit by
is ripped off
spiders?
the label.
You pull away
Oh fuck.
a vial of poison.
Ooh.
Ooh. Okay.
Be used with the very old condom.
All right.
Damn.
It's not lube, homeboy.
He noticed the physical contact between you, but didn't notice that you took the thing.
So how does he react to Rumble and the escapade going on in front of him?
He's mildly entertained.
Escapade is art. Thank you.
Blunt is jealous of everyone showboating, so he yells out he's going to land a sick flip and is willing to risk his health to do a sick flip. Is
That was a pretty
Nice.
sick flip.
All right. Listen, I'm willing to part with this. As I said, I'm willing to set you a nice price, but you've got some real athletics here. Your group, you can help me with my tests. I want one of
Okay.
you and Herman over here to play knivesies.
I'm pretty good with
Knives?
knives. Blunt doesn't actually understand what knivesies is.
Rumble has too pretty of hands to do that. They're what his work is. Nope. 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 Nope.
You've never heard of knivesies? I can tell by the look on your face. Well, it's an easy game. We tie your left hands together. There's one dagger in the middle of the table. Also, on the table's a pile of coins. You win by killing the other man, pushing him off the table, or collecting all the coins.
Wait a minute. If I collect the coins and I don't kill the other guy, I still win.
What I said.
I'm in. Phil steps forward.
All right, he says. He gestures everybody to clear away from this table. Who's
the target? Which one is it? The one right there?
Yep.
It just sounds like smack talk. But right away, Phil's gonna lead off, casting vicious mockery.
Okay. He saved.
Oh no.
I still talked all about his mother.
This goat loves to fuck older women. I know it. Been in the family.
It's not that I love to, it's that they keep paying me, and his mom pays a lot.
I was not aware that you were a gigolo.
I charge double for women that ugly.
You're gonna get stabbed. I'm just watching.
Not rolling his in it. That's fine. All right. So here's how this works. You two are bound. So it's going to limit the actions you take without provoking an attack of opportunity.
Phil tries to tickle him.
Go ahead and roll me some initiative.
Everyone or just those two, right?
Just those two, unless you're getting involved.
I don't care.
I don't think so.
I count from 10. Place your bets. 10, 9, 8.
Wait, were we able to bet on this?
5, 4, 3, 2.
Is that what I'm hearing?
You can, yeah, bet amongst each other.
Ah, okay. I thought I heard the guy in the background like, I'll put all my money on our guy.
There are 14 gold pieces on the table. 1 dagger. Phil, you're up first. What you're gonna tickle him?
No.
What would you like to do?
Phil's gonna talk him into quitting.
Oh.
Okay.
There's so much to live for. I
I'm
don't want
gonna
to
bore
have to
him for 10 straight seconds. And at the same time, I'm sorry, I'm gonna use cast sleep.
Okay.
So yeah, I cast sleep. And then
Alright.
you want me to roll? I'm sure he doesn't have enough points.
Roll your hit points.
Is it 5d8, I believe?
Real quick.
Check.
Should be in the spell, but
Yeah, check my spell.
yeah, it's
5d8.
not enough. Okay, so on his turn, he's going to reach down and grab the dagger. What are you going to do?
Grab all the coins, Phil.
If I cast sleep again, is that cumulative?
It is not.
I'm just gonna sneak back behind DeVargo here, and ready my daggers.
Is that enough?
It is not.
Shit.
Does Phil specifically have to get the coins or anything, or do the coins just have to be off to win?
Taking the coins is how you win. So I don't.
Or does that have to be? I want to just. I was asking if I could maybe try to.
It wouldn't cost
him out a
Phil
little
to
bit.
win if the coins went away.
Right.
for
Okay.
some other
Hey,
reason.
I don't. Gotta ask them rules.
No, it's all right. Obviously, I can't put him to sleep. I'll let him get the first swing in. Go ahead.
All right. Stabs at you with the dagger. You missed.
See, I'm shifty.
All right, what are you doing?
How many coins are there? 14?
14.
Yes.
How many can I grab at one time?
You can
My
grab
hands?
a D10 worth of coins. All right. That action provokes. But he missed again.
Okay, is it me again?
No, that was a opportunity.
Attack of
attack.
opportunity.
So he's gonna stab you. Wow, you
Dude, this guy
really
must be left-handed
right?
because the left hands are attached.
All right.
Can I
so
try to
the-
feed this dragon that I'm near just to see kind of like I'm gonna toss it some food just to
He's
see how
just
it reacts?
bored. I'm gonna feed the dragon.
Your
Yes.
friend might get stabbed over 14 gold pieces. You just look at this dragon.
Basically, yes.
Could you give me the map? Bob?
amazing.
I'm over here like the Matrix dodging this dagger.
Sorry, what was that, Riley?
Could you give me the map?
Sorry, I just
I thought that was an attack roll on me.
no. That was me making friends with the fucking dragon back here, feeding it.
What are we feeding it?
The dragon says something in your mind.
What does it say?
Be able to read it.
Where?
All right. So Phil's grabbed 10 coins. There's 4 coins left on the table. I guess all he can really do is try and stab you again. Oh my god!
He's left-handed.
It is left-handed.
He's definitely left-handed.
All right. Phil scoops
Phil
up all
grabs the
coins.
remaining 4 coins, pulls the guy's hand really close to his hip so they're face to face, and gives him a deep kiss.
Everybody laughs. He wipes his mouth off. Ah!
Give this man his hand back. I've got the money.
DeVargo cheers. He slaps you on the back. Bravo, bravo! Goes and he settles in. That's how you play knivesies. Clever man, clever man.
Poorly. For a game that you told us how to play, you sure are not good at it.
Phil turns around to his opponent and says, I think the issue is you have a left-handed knife.
He laughs.
Why you just use your bare fist here? You don't have to. Should have punched him.
DeVargo says, all right then. It occurs to me, these letters, they've got a limited duration. Ambassador will probably find a way to render them useless as blackmail material before too long. Willing to let them go. And because you're friends of mine, I'll sell them to you for 1,500.
I'll play knivesies with him again if you sell them to us for 500.
Oh, I couldn't go that low.
Do us a favor since we're friends. 700 it is.
I can do 1,000.
Sold Corvosium. And the pouch that's in Norbert's bag mysteriously gets flung in his direction.
Wonderful. Claps his hands. You boys keep an eye on our guests, and I'll be right back. He
Phil
heads
gestures for the
below
group
decks.
to Phil gestures for the group to get close.
All right.
And actually uses message to each person in the group individually and tells them, we need to get out of here immediately, if not sooner.
Okay. Oh my god! I know what you did.
We just gave him 1,000 gold in his base. Like it was nothing. We need to get out of here.
Oh, you gave him real money. I thought you were gonna do like ghost money or some nonsense, some magic.
No, man.
Ghost
He
dollars.
knows we have money, and we're
Right,
here.
but we have to get the information first, and then we'll book it out of here.
He just gave it to us.
Bob, just curious, how the cage, is it just like a big lock on it, or is it just kind of like one that he can't open up like a dog crate kind of thing for this dragon?
It does have a padlock on it.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
You want that dragon, don't you?
I do.
Hold up. Bob, do I still have Ozzyag, or did he take off hunting more pixies?
I believe he's still with you.
Bishop, do you want a pseudo dragon instead of that dragon?
No, this one.
We've already
I
given
kind of
this
just
dude
move to the group
1,000
and just
gold.
whisper. This one wants to be free.
Gotcha.
Buy him.
I can't move my character. I'm frozen
Either
in
you
fear.
or Rumble is on top. Oh, there you go.
I still can't move.
You just moved.
Somebody moved me.
Yeah, I moved you.
Okay, there we go. That's fine. As long as I
Try
can
it
be
now.
moved,
You
I
should
guess.
be able to move now.
Nope.
Still no. Okay then.
Yeah. That's never
Frozen
good when
in
the
fear.
DM starts moving us around.
Once we get this dragon, do we want to maybe also try to get our money back in some capacity?
I mean, it wasn't even our money.
Thank you, Bob.
But it can be our money.
But this is
To
a
get-
cool guy, and he controls spiders, which is kind
We
of
were-
terrifying.
We were supposed to have whatever was left over out of that grand. That was supposed to be our reward. But when we go back, we'll just ask for more. Tell them that it cost us the full G.
Yeah, he wanted 1,500.
Well, I started low, man. I did the best I could.
Oh, that's what we go
Bill, I
back.
thought you were the money guy.
But that's not ethical. Can't do that.
We don't all roll 20s, okay?
Hey man, dragons are my jam, I guess.
Where's that dragon going?
All right, are we doing anything?
Waiting for him to come back.
Yeah, did he
Gotta
give
get
us
our
those documents
information.
yet, by chance?
Do what?
In the party sheet.
Scandalous letters.
Ooh.
All right.
He hands them to Phil and says, "Pleasure doing business with you."
So is he back?
Yeah.
How much for the dragon?
Majenko? He's not
Yeah.
for sale.
Why not? Anything has a price.
We're old dear friends. Eh? But that's true. Anything does have a price. Oh, I'd part with him. 4,000, since we're friends.
I see. One day. One day.
How good is the deal good for? For 4,000 for the dragon.
Suppose anytime you like.
Guys, come here. As a group, we could put 4K together, can't we? There's 1,004 in the party sheet.
Well, you just gave 1,000 away.
No, we
yeah,
just
we
gave
just-
the 1,000
yeah, we
to
didn't
have that
him.
there.
Yeah.
Well, there's what?
I have
There's six.
8.
There's 6 of us, right?
I've got 790. That's all of it.
I'm 799.
All right. Well, can we each give him 500? That would be what, 2,500?
That'd still be short.
How
I
short
only
are
have,
you?
I
Check
only have
how much I have.
575. That would deplete
I've got
me.
856 right now, so if everyone did 500, that'd only be 3356.
I could cover the rest. I have a total of 1150.
Holy shit, Phil!
Yeah, I'm pretty broke. I only got 299.
How sturdy does this cage of this dragon is in? How does it look?
I mean, it's a bird cage. It's breakable, or the lock can be picked.
If you guys can distract,
Would we
Navarro,
pay up for him to have a dragon?
I can go unlock
Guys.
the cage.
No.
How much of this,
Dragon will stick around.
how much does this bird cage weigh? I could mage hand it on the way out. Pick him up and bring it with me.
Got a dragon in the cage though.
Yeah, it's more
Is
than
it like
10
a
pounds.
full-size dragon? I don't know. It's 30 pounds.
Yeah, mage hand is only 10 pounds.
It's 30. Thank you very much.
Or
Is it
how
30?
about we know where he's at? We can come back
we
at
can
a
come
later
back.
time.
I was just
Come
going to
back at
say
a later
that
date. Yeah.
No, it's
There you
30
go.
feet.
we can sneak in the middle of the night and come get him if we want.
I
Or
mean,
you just
I'm
go tell the queen we need 5K is how much he wants, and then you go buy the dragon.
There we go.
That's an easier way. Let's come back for him.
Let's use our big brains here. Says Rumble.
Yeah, let's just come back and I can get him later.
Okay.
Just saying, guys. We could put all of our money together, buy the dragon right now, go back to the queen, and get rewarded. We don't need money. We always come across it. We have things we can sell if we need money.
You see that, and I really need a belt of strength. So you see that. I need a new
Riley, how much money do you have right now?
790.
I can give you 500.
Let's come back later.
Hold on. How much do you have, Norbert?
I was 799.
Could you do 500 as well?
Yeah.
All right. Then if I do the 1150, the 856, 500 from both of y'all, and I think I'm 500 shy at this point. If we wanted to do it.
Who's left?
Ask
we
him
would
if he'll
need
take.
500.
Ask him if he said, "This is all the cash I've got. Will you
Well, we also technically have the gold nuggets.
Hold on. Are we about to tell him how much we all have currently in our pockets?
No.
And we're in his hideout. So let's
No.
not. Can we
That's
wait?
true.
Rumble watches a lot has read some books, these Adventure Times.
Wait. Let's give it one last old heave ho, okay? Because we're all willing to pony up. Let's just see what happens. Phil tries. Is anyone going to help me? Can I get an advantage?
I can help him.
All
I
right,
can
guys.
help persuade him.
And let's just give it one last persuasion roll to take 3,500. Shit.
It's a
Yeah,
special
Can you
nice.
bardic inspiration yourself?
I can.
Nope.
Shit.
It was not meant to be.
He's
It just wasn't meant to be.
too fond of the little guy.
The damn blood moon.
Hold on. How much money does he? Is he not budgeting at 4,000?
Yeah, he's not budging on 4K.
So we were at 3,500 through 4 people, right?
Yeah, because you're 1150 plus my 856, and then the two 500 from if Riley and Andrew will get 500. We're at 3,506.
Legit, if you're talking about
Item
this,
for it.
Rumble is glaring at Phil like none other and thinking about how much we could invest into our wrestling company and not into a freaking dragon.
But you
Alright,
could wrestle the dragon.
Let's
I'm
come
gonna-
back for the dragon.
No, I got this. I'm gonna roll religion. Fuck.
For what?
I'm just
We
gonna
get a
try
pray for
and
the
talk
dragon.
him down.
It says no.
Talk him down. Just
Hold
give
up,
him the
hold up,
Jesus
hold up.
talk.
Give him the Jesus talk.
I got a way to barter him on this. 1 second. Who wants to give me some inspiration, some help on this?
Sure,
I
Riley.
can. What do you need?
I want to know.
Too.
Here, let me. What I'm basically gonna say is I might have something valuable from an old acquaintance of his named Gadrin that may or may not have some useful information.
That.
Are we all okay with that? I want to be whispering to that.
Oh, yes.
We've already copied that, right, Riley? All right, Victor?
Probably
We've
a
got-
good idea. I would assume that's what we did.
We can give him the dead.
You didn't do that. How would you
We
do
need
that?
to. That's true. Why would we do that? We didn't do it.
No,
Do
I
we
think
wanna
for
barter
you
this?
and I would have just copied the information
did.
to help our friend, just to
Oh,
have it.
that part. I mean, I
Yeah.
assumed we had already turned that over.
True, I think you're right about that.
I mean, that specific portion. I mean, that literally sets our friend free.
I mean, we
Let's
could try.
come back in a little bit.
Come back later, or do we want to try bartering this?
Let's
Or
try
do
to
we wanna-
Barter. Blood pulls out the golden ring that he just
We want
got
to
from that one man.
murder.
I'm gonna roll it. Persuasion. There we go. Do I roll this with advantage? Somebody helping me?
Yeah.
Do you really want to let again a mob boss with a bunch of information?
man.
I'm
Probably-
just stating that we may or may not have something that Gadrin had
think they
poured a
not-
lot of information into.
I have his head. That's where a lot of information was.
We
at
do have
some
his head.
point.
Let's see if he'd be willing to trade for that.
Ooh.
So what are you offering?
Specifically, I don't want to say it in so many words to him, but essentially Gadrin's ledger. But to him, I want to say that we're offering him quite a bit of information on how Gadrin made his money and how more money could be made through said enterprises.
Okay. He would be willing to trade for the ledger and the head.
Ledger and the head. Okay.
He can cast Speak with that on the head.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's cool.
No. Okay. You say
For
that.
the ledger and the head, we want the dragon.
That's essentially what we're saying. Are you guys all okay with that? And Bob, just make sure that we got this in. We have already, me and Bishop have already cleared our friend of any wrongdoing.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I wanted to make
Okay.
sure. I was just like, oh, we got to make sure that our friend is set.
This is good.
I mean, if y'all are all good with it, I'm good with it. I would just slight huddle here. I'm
Do it.
good trading that up if you guys are.
Totally in. Smart play.
Okay. Yep. Gadrin's head and his head for the dragon.
Gadrin's head in the ledger.
His head in his head.
His
I
head.
buy
and
a
his
head. I only have one head left in my bag. I'm very sad.
We can
about
get you
this.
more heads, Norbert.
I need more. I need more heads.
One head and one ledger.
We need a necromancer. I need to speak with these heads.
I mean, I can get you some information on that.
You
Should I
know,
just move the?
I think
the
you
book?
need some time in that heaven
Yes.
area. I think that'll do wonders for you.
All right. Any other business?
No,
What else
now I
are
got a
you
dragon.
selling?
Whoopee.
What else are you selling? I think we've.
We like your wares, apparently. Got a dragon. We got your blackmail.
Wait a minute.
I want to
Heads.
message to everybody if we ever want to later. We've been doing a lot of murdering. We can come back and get anything that we end up maybe wanting.
I'm happy with the way things are going. We're not murdering. We're making some good deals, making friends, getting drinks, playing games.
No, we've got our evidence. We need to boogie back and turn this in for credit, and we need to be reimbursed.
Yep. So
And
we
we
need to get
kept
back
our-
now.
Let us proceed to reimbursement.
We kept
With
our
Majenko
goals.
in tow.
We had to give up a ledger. And
Yeah.
a head.
But we weren't really doing much with it.
No. That was quite costly, and we need to be reimbursed for it.
We gave up an aged quest item, but sure.
Exactly.
Okay.
Should I just delete this?
Yes.
All right. I feel happy
I
about
had-
this.
So how do I add Majenko?
As far as to control, we'll have to do that separately. I think if we make him a player, we could then give you permission to him. But
Okay.
I've got him in the party meanwhile.
That's
yes.
awesome.
Okay. as we're walking back, I just want to like converse with him and see if like Majenko's actually his real name, how long he had been there with this guy. Just kind of like small talk like that.
Okay. Yeah, he'll. That is his name, and definitely converses with you and lets you know his story.
Yes.
So we're heading back to turn in. What do you tell? What's your story, Cressetta?
Blunt can handle this. And he tells a story, but he lies about the cost. Instead of it being 1,000, it was 5,000, and everyone had to empty their pockets just to get the mission done. And we would very much like to be reimbursed.
Okay. Gonna need a roll on that one.
Absolutely.
Advantage.
Deception.
Advantage and bardic inspiration.
Okay, and it's deception, right? Female human warrior. Bardic inspiration.
That didn't even roll. It just went in one and just slid across the screen.
5,000, she said. That's insane.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
And that was after the Knivesies discount, and I'd talk about how he dodged the knife 20 times.
You do not want to know what that guy's mouth tasted like. Let me tell you.
Well, there's.
And in fairness, the 5,000, you did give us 1,000 to spend. We need our $4,000 plus, something for the effort. I at least need to be able to buy some mouthwash.
I cast prestidigitation while you're talking and just make your breath smell horrible to add to the convincing.
Well, there's very little I can do to make you whole right now. However, I do have these marks that I can provide. They will label you as champions of the city. They get certain advantages. We've shown to the right people for going above and beyond Corvosa's service.
We spent all of our money to get a coupon?
We get reputation. I mean, we do appreciate and appreciate the respect and honor that you're offering, but we've gone from being quite well off to quite destitute. Could you offer some partial wholeness and that wonderful honor that you're offering us? We don't mean to sound greedy, but
I have 1,000 coins I can give you today. And I can make sure that you each have an emblem. So you'll see there are 7 emblems of Corvosa in the party sheet.
Okay.
And I will certainly see what I can do going forward.
Blunt has an idea.
I shall have to talk to the queen.
Besides is the ceremony for the medals a public or private event?
You would like these to be awarded in a public event?
Absolutely. If we could all be deemed champions of Conversa, then we would all hold titles, which would be also helpful in my image.
Yes, these emblems identify you as champions of Corvosa just by presenting or wearing them.
But who would know that we have these unless the word got out? So
they are not given lightly.
That's why I was thinking we could do a public ceremony.
Wrestling.
Certainly.
And then do a celebrity wrestling match, and we could make the money back from the joint event.
Yes, that we could
I
certainly
like those
arrange.
things.
Excellent. Then metagaming, that would help my celebrity adventure scion background greatly, and that would also help our coffer situation.
Well, plus it would also get us more well known to take on more jobs.
That too. Many options arise from this.
May I see the letters?
Is that
Yeah, we give her the 2 scandalous letters.
Okay.
I see 2 scandalous letters.
All right, you hand them over. She flips through them, blushes, hands them to her clerk. Yes, these should work perfectly. Thank you again, and I will.
Did anybody read them? Just stepping outside a game. Did any of y'all read it on the way? Did I miss that or something?
I don't think anyone tried.
Okay, I was just curious.
You just said
after
it was scandalous
read it.
letters.
I
Yeah,
read it.
You read the letters?
I
the description of
non-canonically.
them.
I
Oh,
read the
okay.
description, yeah.
The reason why I just asked, my wife came home and I was curious if I had missed that point. So
No, nothing. Yeah, just said that they were scandalous and that he. It was essentially he had been betting hit one of his superior's wives back in his home country. And the
gotcha.
letter was
Okay,
very much like this couldn't be mistaken for anything else.
gotcha. Like I said, my wife came home right at that time, so I didn't know if we had said that. But cool. Thanks, guys.
Okay, so I'm dividing up the rest of the gold. And with the conclusion of that part of the adventure, everyone should level to 3.
Huzzah!
Good deal.
Excellent.
All right, we're going to wrap this stream here. I'm going to go do my little after party, and then I'll come back if anybody needs help leveling up.
Cool.
See you guys
Thank
in a bit.
you.
Thank you.